I thought I was too damaged to be loved again. What marriage taught me after divorce. Hi, my name is Ruth, and I help women in their 30s and 40s rebuild and reinvent themselves. So, I cannot believe that it was said you'll never be able to take care of your children, without me and all this other stuff. I could not believe those words were said, right? And since we not getting no apologies, then we going to tell the truth, okay? And unfortunately for me, because I was so young and I never took care of myself, I actually believe that. And as a grown, like if you never took care of yourself before, paid your own bills and all that stuff, and you jump into marriage, then you're gonna be like, think you're gonna believe like it's hard. That's why you stay, even if it's not working out. So when I tell you, like, everybody wants that happily ever after, but what happens when all of the pain that you thought was processed starts coming back, starts actually haunting you, right? So that's the past. I already accomplished all of that. I already took care of my kids. Actually, at the actual wedding, I just had a moment where I was just sitting back looking at my three oldest daughters just making TikToks and being happy and dancing. And I remember just them little, just they were not fighting over each other, but they're like all over each other, just talking and just a lot of chaos, right? Like they were not fighting though, but there was a lot of chaos going on. And to see them just so happy, so getting along, and I just felt like a little moment. And it wasn't even like we did it; it was mostly like I did it. Like I got through that. I um we got to the good part. Yeah, it was beautiful. Um Now, I didn't raise them by myself. They have a father, but at the same time, it's like what I wanted to instill in my kids, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to raise them. I was able to raise them. I was able to take care of them. I was able to get through that chapter of my story. And I'm still grieving being a single mother because, like, people don't help you if you're not a single mother, but it's like they wasn't helping like that anyway. So it's fine. But when something is your identity for so long, you just be like, "Oh, that's not me anymore." You know what I mean? And it's just like sometimes you think that you got to go so hard, but you have help. You have maybe you're in a new relationship. Maybe, someone wants to help you. Maybe you have friends that want to help you with with what you have going on. Accept the help and drop the cape of single motherhood, please, because it's no fun, okay? It's like, yeah, I'm a gladiator, but I'm the one getting stabbed out here in this arena. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, so what happens is I thought I was too damaged to be loved, especially listening to the people online saying that, oh, if you have kids, it's a rep for you, it's done. This rhetoric was not here before, and now it is. And so you had to, like, really, if you knew God, you were like, you know what? I believe God over what man says. And that's literally the only thing that saved me, because to the point where I got depressed and then I met somebody in my depression that was depressed, and then that was became trauma bonding, and that became a whole nother experience. I was like, oh no. But one thing I did say was I am not having another kid like this. No, no, no. I was like, I'll marry before I carry now. So um yeah, first thing I want to tell you is that healing does not have to be complete for you to be loved. I thought I was super healed. And I know I don't take out a lot of things in my current relationship, my last relationship, right? Um, this because this forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I know that he is it for me, right? So let's see if I move back. Okay. I know that he's it for me, and I know that he gives me grace, right? If I'm in pain or if I'm going through something, he wants to be there for me. There's going to be a man that wants to be there for you, that loves you. Like, y'all know the bad side about men, but do you know the good side of men? The men that they're trying to fix a woman. You know what I mean? I don't have that. He's not trying to fix me. But that's how deep they feel for their women. Like, they're like, oh, I can work with that. I can, help with that. I can do whatever. And it's beautiful to be loved like that. It's beautiful to have hope that there's somebody still loves me. I just need one. I don't need all of y'all because they was throwing a lot of shade. Like, but once I told them my story, like, it depends on the person. Like, if they were very shallow, it's like, oh, you have 4 children, but they was like, wow, that's all I get. But then if I literally was telling them, it's like I'm feeling those feelings again because I was so judged. Like, online dating was just the worst because it was speed dating and people were just judging your stats. And you could tell one by one by one, they were just like, yeah, I don't know. And they're like, but you look good in the pictures, though, girl. You really look good. But I gotta pass on that because I mean I understand it. Like, but there's other guys in like real life. They was like, girl, I don't care nothing about that, right? But then they were not trustworthy or they were not the one, right? I was looking for the one God has for me. So you can still be dealing with stuff and be in love. You can still be dealing with the stuff from the past and still be in love. How do I know? Because the first time you open your mouth and you start telling your story about this person did this to me and that person did that to me, the person you're talking to, they can choose to judge you and say, wow, I can't believe you took that. You let her say that to you. You let him do that to you. And there you go. Your past is right in front of your face. You cannot hide from it. So you might as well just talk about it and hopefully you have healing over it and everything will be okay. So it's going to be fine. It's going to be something that will help you get, if that's the right person, they will not judge you. They will love you through the pain. And that's because I was willing to love him through his pain. I wanted to know, like, the best thing I could have found out was what he'd been through in his past, how people mistreated or how people did him, right? If he was doing all the mistreating, then he wouldn't be a good guy. But somebody's mistreating him, I'm like, okay, why did this happen? Like, what was his thought process? His thought process was to, still be there for the person that he loves. I can respect that. And that brought the character part to it. And I was like, okay, he has good character and I can deal with that. And that's the same thing he'll do for you. You thinking he judging you. You thinking that he is thinking you're a loser. And the whole time he's like, I promise not to do that to her. I promise not to act like that with you. I promise this thing is really sliding. Sorry. I promise to love you right. And because I was willing to do it, I can notice that he's willing to do that as well. And that's how I knew we were a match. So, like I said, healing does not have to be complete for you to be loved. You may get that understanding husband, you may get that understanding boyfriend, and you have to do some understanding too. He understands you have a past, he understands that he has a past, and you have to accept his past as well. People cannot just rearrange the past, and like they're lying to you if they do. The truth is the truth. So, if that still bothers you, it still bothers you. The day I was getting my marriage license, I had to deal with the ex, and I'm just like, I mean, because of work schedules, I was like, I got to handle both of these things at the same time, but I didn't know it was going to take me on this downward spiral, and like I'm supposed to be happy. Like, what you didn't see was I was crying because people play dirty sometimes, and I don't think he knew what I was about to do, but it was the worst day to say and do what he did. And I was literally crying like on the way to get my license, and I didn't even want to tell my to be husband, right? Husband to be. what happened, but I felt like I tell him everything, and I had to tell him, and it just darkened, dampened the mood a little bit. When we started taking pictures, it was fun again, but it was just like a tough day for me. It was really, really tough, and that's why I say that you think you're healed until you get re-injured, until you somebody else say something, until somebody brings up the past, and then you're like, okay, I need to work on that because that threw me off. It shouldn't bother you at all, right? If you're healed. But as long as you're not taking your pain out on others, you're allowed to feel what you feel because I don't never have to worry about me lashing out at him because X, Y, and Z. Like sometimes like I do because of like maybe you grieved the relationship, but you didn't grieve the in-laws or the friends. And it's like now you're scared because you think that they're gonna do the same thing that the other people did. And it's not true. Number two is the right person doesn't fix you. They walk with you. He's not your therapist. He's not your counselor. He's not your pastor. He is not your savior, but he can hold your hand. He can have those hard conversations with you because he's done it. That's why I'm tearing up. He's done it. And he used to say, I want to be a therapist. Like, no, you can't be my therapist. I got a therapist. He wanted me to tell him. I couldn't tell him because I didn't want him to like be all in my mess. Like I usually say everything when the first day. I used to be like, yeah, I was this, that. And then people start using that stuff against you. And I just start trying to keep in the beginning, I try to keep everything light and not heavy. And then I eventually I was able to trust them a little bit information at a time and not dump everything, because it's a lot to take. It's a lot. Like you see somebody that looks beautiful, but you don't know how people treated her. You don't know, like people could never be like, "Oh my gosh, you've been through that. I can't believe that that's your story," and you look vulnerable. You look weak as a woman in that situation. You may look weak as a man in that situation when the woman is going crazy on you and calling the cops on you and all this drama. Like there's good men out here because their baby mama is crazy. The woman they're with don't want to marry them. That man is not weak. He is being responsible, but somebody wants to tear him down. You cannot fault people for stuff like that. But when you have somebody that loves you and want to walk with you through that, and maybe that person don't want to walk with you through that. They have to love you to walk with you through that. And if they will walk you through that, then they love you. And they're saying like till death do us part, and they're saying that I always have your back. Like your friends will walk you through it. So why would you, the person that you're with, not? And if they are not willing, I've been in a relationship where people don't want to talk to you about your emotional issues. What the freak were you thinking, Ruth? Like, what was you thinking? Well, I was thinking if I got go back out there, I'm gonna be the lady with the kid. So I got to make this work, whatever it is. And it wasn't, it wasn't. They are not responsible. Your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, they're not responsible for carrying your emotional weight. You gotta let them have that, right? You gotta keep your own weight. You gotta deal with your own stuff. They cannot deal with it for you. They just walk with you. They just comfort you. They just give you a space to talk, make you feel like you're heard and you're seen. And it's beautiful. I'm crying because I'm happy because people know people don't mind damaging you, but they have a problem helping you heal from the damage. That's the society we live in. And when you find people that are willing to pick up the pieces, not because you're crazy, like if you're back crazy, like no. But if you're a sensible, loving, kind person, they're willing to put the work in and endure that pain with you. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear how you was hurt. Like For real? No, I don't want to hear like the one I love is hurt. I'm gonna get mad, but I'm gonna sit through it and hear them out. Last thing is your past does not disqualify you from safe love. You are allowed to be loved in a safe way, allowed to be in a safe space with someone who is willing to walk through hell with you, whatever you're going through or whatever you went through. Therapy is very important because it takes the weight off of them. It puts it on a therapist. It puts it on you, and then y'all can talk about what happened after that, and that will be enough. When you leave a relationship or it's over, you lose the fairy tale that you thought you were going to get, the dreams. You have to let all of that stuff go, start over, and then get into this thing just for the other stuff to be pulling you back down. It's crazy, but you're not too damaged to be loved again. You just keep on working on yourself. You just keep on talking about it, healing, learning, growing, finding and getting tools that will help you succeed and get to the next level. I believe in you. I believe you can heal. I believe you can grow. I had those moments where I was like, I'll never recover from this. I had those moments like, again, another person broke my heart again. These people are wicked. I had those moments where I was like ruminating and saying, I don't know what it is. I had those moments in front of my children and like she keeps talking about it. What's wrong with her? I had those moments. In those moments, I just like I'm just never gonna find it. I'm never gonna like have that real love. And it's like because you have moments with those people where it's like, oh, this is real nice. This is good. And I'm like, could it ever be good? And then I was like, I want to be in a relationship that we never argue. We never argue. We talk. We had a heated debate last night. And I was like, I'm sorry I was being passionate, but I still love you. Like I still love you. I'm not withholding nothing from you. Like you're gonna get all my love. I'm not happy about one thing right here. I really want us to fix this and I really want to see progress in this area, but I will love you. And when I see you, it's gonna be and all that good stuff, right? But this hurts me because the pressure's all, is getting to me. And because he does not want to see me hurt, he's gonna make changes. And that's how it's supposed to be. Not person to just do whatever they want and then make you suffer and then you cry and then that's the end of the story. No, they're damaging you because they're damaged. Get away from them, heal, and you won't be the damaged one no more. They'll be the damaged one. You leave them, dust that off, right? And let God build you back up and let him give you someone else that will love you for you, not for what you do. All right? So my question is, do you think that you are too far gone to be loved again? Because I've had this conversation with some women and they're like, no, 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 no. After what my ex boyfriend did to me, my ex husband did to me, I will never love again. I have women right now. I'm like, there's a guy right there. If they could ever heal and they could ever trust, it's another guy right there waiting to love her. And she just said, no, I'm too damaged. I'm good. I'll let my kids do it. I'll let my kids get married. But it's not for me. Do you think that you can recover from a situation like that? I know it took a lot of prayer, a lot of therapy, and a lot of prayer, a lot of letting God do surgery on my heart to remove the anger and the bitterness from what people do for no reason. I never gave you that reason to do this to me, but you just want to take see, they want a good woman, but they don't. Nobody talks about how some men don't treat a good woman well. And when other men hear what happened, they're like, why the heck would they do that to you? It don't make sense. It makes sense to do it to somebody that's halfway good, halfway not, but you all the way good. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but you a good woman, and these people just don't care. And then because you were not healed, you keep being attracted to those people and you chose it, so it's all on you. It's on me. I did it. I chose them. I chose to be unhealed, keep dealing with people that felt familiar and then kept breaking me until I said, you know what? Enough is enough. Going from damage to healed and healing. All right. Well, let me know in the comment section where you are in this process. Do you feel like you're damaged? Do you feel like you're healed? Do you feel like you're ready for love? Do you have a relationship now? Where are you in the process? Let's talk about it. Join our community, like, subscribe for more videos. Let's do this, girls. We're changing our whole lives. I'm so excited. My 100-day challenge is going very well. I'm finally getting consistent. I was like skipping days, and now it's like I'm getting every single day now, and I'm like, I see the subs going up. Thank you so much for subscribing. And I've never seen like such growth in this short amount of time. So this is the big one. This is winning season. Let's go. All right, guys, I love y'all. Bye.